Hello everybody, my name is Anthem, and welcome to a glimpse of Front Wars, a game that just came out today by Homemade Games. I'd just like to start the video off by mentioning that this game is a port from iOS, so if that is a major problem for you, I would recommend probably to stopping the video right now, because you're probably not going to pick up the game. But first things first, we're going to look at the option menu. There's not a lot. You got battle animations, C animations, you got restore. I don't know what that actually does. Force save, okay. There's no audio option or video options as far as I can tell. And actually, I did not even check to see the volume for the video is good or not. Maybe you should have checked that, but I think it should be fine. It sounds about the same volume of the videos I was making earlier, so hopefully that's okay. So I would just like to mention first. Well, I already mentioned the mobile thing. But this game is very reminiscent of the old Game Boy Advance games, Advance Wars. So by that I mean, by reminiscent I mean it's actually like a direct copy. In almost every single way, it's basically Advance Wars 1 and 2. Coming down to basically the exact same unit types. I don't think there's really any unit types in this that are not present in the Advance Wars series. So you got a tutorial here. Like I think this map right here is actually the exact same tutorial map as the one from Advance Wars, but I don't care about the tutorial. Just again, skirmish. You got a bunch of maps here. You got official. You can also look at the community maps. There's only 4. One of them's Heart of Iron 3, Argentina versus Brazil. But if I click play, I try to play that, but it just crashed the game. And there's a few nitpicky things I have to say just about the screen right here. One, this is modern Europe. This is not a map of Europe during the Second World War. And apparently we've gotten, is that 78 or is that 18? I assume that's 78 stars, so I assume there's actually quite a bit of missions. Unless that applies to, nope, it's, there's 78 stars in the Allied campaign and 45 stars in the Axis campaign. So there is both. The Allied campaign is definitely the easier one. It is the, basically, you do the Allied campaign, then you play the Axis campaign. And I'm going to just point out a second little nitpick. I'm just going to do the Axis mission because I think it's a little bit more interesting than the Allied missions that are available right now. We are just going to basically restart on normal difficulty. You got easy, normal, and hard. I don't know what actually makes them any different. But this is supposed to be the invasion of Poland in World War II. But it still uses the American sprite models, and I have no idea why. Probably because there's only one sprite model, and that's the Americans. Which is a bit odd. Also, there's only 2 players, unlike in Advance Wars where there were 4. There is only 2 here. The game is about $6 right now. It's on sale for I think 10% off, so it's about $5.50 at the moment. At least Canadian. I do not know what it actually is in American. We're just gonna start off, you know, just move our troops around. I also have a, I mean, I like the art style is very cutesy. Once again, very reminiscent of, you know, Advance Wars that has the cutesy art style. So much, in fact, I think some of the units, the transport boats in particular, might actually be the exact same design as the ones in Advance Wars. I will turn on battle animations just for a second, just for like one battle. I do find them kind of annoying to have to get through, but we'll just turn them on and we'll do that. So we got this tank here. We got +1 defense in the planes. Movement costs for the planes is 1 movement cost for infantry, 2 for wheeled, and 1 for tread. But we are a treaded unit, so we can basically move wherever we want to. Treaded, I think, is probably the best one. They have the most movement anywhere. And there's actually no animation. It's weird that there's no animations in this game, like, whatsoever. If we move this tank, it's just going to stay perfectly still. Other than, like, changing what direction it faces, it's just going to stay perfectly still, and it's a bit odd. I don't like it. So we can just do an attack here. This is the battle interface, basically. We did have 4 damage. You can see that the city right here has 3 defense. But I am going to be just turning off the battle animations because I don't want them on. I have no idea what the C animations is. I assume that's for naval units. And I actually haven't played enough of the game to actually use any of the naval units. I have only played about half an hour. Half an hour is as much as I needed to play before I knew, yeah, this is Advance Wars. I already know what I can talk about when I'm playing this. I played a significant amount of Advance Wars. I do really like that game, and that's one of the reasons I'm actually interested in this one. Just gonna move our troops down south. We can capture this base, but I don't think that's super necessary. I think I'd rather focus all of my attention to the south. For this, at least. I feel like the game might be a bit loud, but I can't really do much with that. And right now, we need to capture at least maybe this base so we can actually produce infantry. But it's kind of in a bad spot. Like, this base, you can't build anything other than infantry. Nothing else can cross the mountains other than the infantry. Really, one of these two bases would be like 1,000 times more useful. And I assume what you're supposed to do is rush this one with infantry, but I'm not going to do that. Because I'm a unique individual, so I'll do things probably the dumb way. Yeah, so they're sending a tank against our Panzer. 5 to 8. And one of the main problems I have with the AI in particular is that, like that, they are suicidal. They will attack the tank, even though they will lose the battle, and I don't know why. They'll kill themselves even to attack a tank. Like, if I do nothing next turn, this infantry will heal the 5, because when you're on a building, you heal 2 HP. They will just attack the tank for no reason, just because they can. I can't attack this. Can't attack that because they don't have enough range for it. But I am going to go over here. We're going to shoot this tank. There we go. We're going to kill that. And we can probably kill this infantry. Can we do foreign image? We can. And we can go over here, unload the infantry. Maybe another one down here. Maybe I should have attacked that. I mean, they could actually rush our HQ because I'm a bit dumb and didn't do anything, but and not protecting it at all. So we killed their one tank. Oh, there's another base down here. They have 4 bases. Wow. So we actually really need to capture probably this standpoint right there, so we can actually produce our own units. I don't know what units we can build. We might have the full range, or we might only have like a handful of actual units that we can actually use. Do that, we'll capture this. It takes 2 turns. Well, there's 20 capture points, and the amount of capture points that you take or I guess give, depending on how you want to look at it, depends on how much HP your unit has. So if we set this 8 here to capture, this would be at 12 because it'd be 20 capture points minus the 8 HP of the unit here. So I want to stay out of their artillery fire range. So let's move our tank to this road. Move this guy slightly behind. Send our artillery down. And I think what we're going to do is I ended my turn by accident. What we're going to do, we're just going to drop units off to the mountains. We do have a nice defensive advantage in the mountains here. And it's normally always better to attack than it actually is to defend, so we'll end our turn. I just want to avoid this mountain range. If we can just move some tanks in here and actually, like, you know, shoot the tanks, that'd be useful. Like, why is the infantry need to attack our tank? It just seems a bit dumb, doesn't it? And there's not going to be a fantastic strategy in this video. I'm just going to tell you that right away. I'm not very, very good at the Advance Wars games. I mean, I'm decent, I would say, but definitely not the best. But 5 to 3. I guess you don't need to be here anymore because we're going to capture that, and it should be fine. So let's unload our infantry. Actually, no, let's not unload. We will send our 7 down here. I don't think this artillery can hit us. It's only got, like, it should only shoot like here, right? Yeah. We'll shoot you. I want to stay out of their range of fire, so we'll go like here, and then we'll go like here. Okay, I don't want to unload you now. And I want you guys to stay right next to the infantry, because we're probably going to put the infantry on top of this. Yes, I can capture this. We'll have 1 base, which is nice. I don't know how much money. We're only making 200 gold a turn, because we have 2 buildings captured in each one. I think gives you 100. Yes, they put some rocket guys. Yeah, so that'll be captured next turn. Put these guys in trucks. So unload you and then shoot you, kill you. Hopefully next turn we can actually. Can I put a? I could put a truck on top of the barracks. Oh, but there's an artillery right here that'll shoot at us. Yeah, we need to basically kill this artillery. Did the artillery shoot back at us? That's actually a change from Advance Wars. Normally the artillery basically a free range to do whatever they want. Okay, they can shoot us there. I think we unload. Nope. Okay, never mind. I guess we're not going to unload. Just move the trucks forward then. Now, I need to heal up some of these troops as well. Or end our turn. Yeah, hopefully we can actually capture this point next turn. Oh, see, but they built the Rocketeer there. Which is bad for us, because the Rocketeer is basically just an objectively superior version of the infantry. Which sucks. I don't like that. They only seem to be building infantry, so maybe we can only build infantry on this map. Which would be a bit of a shame, I would say. See, we did 21% damage, but I don't know if that means we take 21% damage or we do 21% damage. Yeah, so he's going to heal to 7 next turn. Okay, I want to get you down there so we can bombard that. No matter where we move, we'll be able to get shot at. So we can do a bit. We'll take a bit of a risk. We'll unload an infantry on top of this mountain. Kill. Oh, we actually didn't. We still didn't even get the kill there. Let's unload some of our troops. Yeah, we're doing basically no damage, but that's fine for the most part. We'll end our turn. They have a lot of cities as well, so they're getting a decent amount of income. Okay, so that's what they're doing here. They actually shot at our infantry. They did not shoot our, you know, either our 10 or our tank, which I would have thought they would have shot at. So I feel like that would have been a better target. Oh, so we can only build jeeps. Oh, so we actually can't build anything like actually useful. Oh, the jeep might be useful against infantry, but yeah. So I still want you here to heal. These trucks will go back to pick up more troops. We'll bomb you. We'll kill you. Can you get up to this tank and maybe shoot at it? Yeah, so I want you to capture. You can shoot anywhere there, so like, yeah, I don't want to join. You can't join units and add their HPs together, so if you have like 2 9s, you can heal up to a 10 and waste a bunch of HP, but if you heal like this 5 and this 3, they'll add up to, you know, they'll add to 8, basically. And I think that's all good. And other than that, we are going to have the artillery. Once we kill this artillery, we'll have artillery and tanks, and they can only build infantry, as far as I can tell. Sadly, they did kill our 3 tanks. So we're just going to have 1 really weak tank. Now, we can heal, but there you go, get some healing done. We'll load you up. You're in a, like, really weak vehicle, but that's fine. Excuse me. So let's move you forward. Basically going to be the oh no, the infantry's still inside. Well, that sucks. Basically going to be the sacrificial lamb. Unless we can maybe move the artillery forward. Capture that. Move up north. We put ourselves in a kind of bad situation. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna, yeah, fair enough. Basically just lost 2 units because I forgot to unload. So I'm a bit dumb, but we should be able to do fine, I think. Even if it's just gonna be like a slog of infantry shooting at each other. Actually, where's the HQ? Oh, is that their headquarters? No, it's just a city. Where is their HQ? It's right there. If we can send a jeep to go up here and capture it, then boom, we win. As far as I know, capturing the HQ should just be an instant victory. And knowing that, yeah, you get in here. What I want to do then is I want to send just some jeeps or something just to get as close to the enemy HQ as possible. That's where we want to be. So we're basically going to make a rush for it. We're going to build a jeep just to maybe shoot down some infantry because they're generally pretty good at that. Don't want to shoot their cannon. Or we don't want to use the tank to shoot the Rocketeer. That's just going to be suicide. nothing else you can do, so we're just going to end our turn. We might actually lose one of these artillery pieces, which would be a shame. Actually, oh, he's going to shoot the one. He's going to shoot the one stack instead of shooting the artillery. Not what I would have done, but yeah, if we just get to some, yeah, we're definitely going to be able to capture the HQ, and it should be fine. Really wish we had more movement. It sucks where this building is. We might as well just keep building. There's no reason not to just keep building units. I can't do anything here. If I move here, will that be 44% damage? That is something I did 44% damage at all. Well, whatever. Well, our turn. We're very, very close to capturing HQ. 9-6. Unlike most games, it almost seems advantage. Most strategy games, that you normally like being on the defensive is normally better, but here you almost always want to be on the offense. So this will basically go up north. Next turn, well, 3 turns probably from now. We should be in a decent spot. We can move the Jeep up north, do a ton of damage because the Jeeps are very, very good at taking out infantry. Buy another Jeep. End our turn. But the AI is not building their own Jeeps. Unless the AI can't, for some reason, they can only build the infantry. Oh, but the Rocketeers are going to be great against the... These guys are only good against the Riflemen. Against the mechs, they're going to be terrible. Which one of you has the 8 HP guy inside of it? I know, wait, okay, so it's the mech. Yes, you land there. Capture that. So next turn, everything should be fantastic. Did I not shoot? Did I just not do anything? 9,000 worth of damage. That's that's quite a bit of damage. I don't know if I don't want to attack with you. It is a bit odd, actually. Some of the mechanics. Like you're able to move and then shoot on as a separate action, which is a bit odd. It's not the way that Advanced Wars work. And it is good that it's good that Frontline, or Front Wars, I should say, is not an exact copy of Advanced Wars. As long as there's something at least a little bit different, that's better. Yeah, but this turn, we should be able to capture the HQ, and then everything will be great. Victory! Took 26 turns, surprisingly. We might only get like 1 star. Oh no, we got 2. Fantastic. But that is going to be the end of our Let's Look at it. Once again, this game is available on Steam, iOS, and might be also available on Android. I'm not 100% too sure. It's $5 on Steam. I think it's only $3 on mobile. So, is it worth $5? I think it is. It's really the only PC equivalent to an Advanced Wars game that I can think of right off the top of my head. That's cheap and does not require, using an emulator. Would I recommend using an emulator to get Advanced Wars over Frontline or Front Wars? Maybe, actually. But I still think it's pretty good for the, it's a cheap game. If it goes on sale for like $2, it's a no-brainer. But I do think this is going to be the end. So thanks everybody for watching. My name's been Anson. If you enjoyed, remember to thumbs up. If not, enjoy, you can always thumb down. Want to see more, subscribe, and goodbye.